Namaste. I'm Dr. Vaidehi Upadhyay. I'm currently a resident in the Department of Community Medicine at Manipal College of Medical Sciences, and today I'm here to talk to you on the topic of International Women's Day.
Every year, on the 8th of March, we celebrate the International Women's Day. We dedicate this day to celebrating the incredible strength, resilience, and courage of women everywhere. In 1975, the United Nations officially recognized International Women's Day, and it has been celebrated annually ever since. Celebrating Women's Day is important because it reminds us of women's significant contributions to society. It is undeniable that women have had pivotal roles in shaping history and improving the quality of life for millions of people everywhere. Ironically, gender inequality is still a reality in many parts of the world. Women continue to face discrimination, harassment, and violence. They are underrepresented in leadership positions and often have limited access to education, healthcare, and economic opportunities. Talking about Nepalese women, although women in Nepal were granted the same rights as those of men in 1991, there still prevails a patriarchal system in our country, as a consequence of which women lack the same advantages which are readily available to men, especially in regard to the socio-economic and developmental aspects, leaving them in a much vulnerable position in society. The Constitution of Nepal 2015 commits to ending discrimination relating to caste, class, indigenous ethnicity, language, religion, and gender. But a lot of work needs to be put in before we can make this a reality. Sadly, Nepal ranked 106 out of 156 countries in the 2021 Gender Inequality Index. The sex ratio of our country may be 95.91 per 100 women, but the literacy rate of women in Nepal is only 57%. The ratio of employed women to men stands at 59 women to 100 men. The practice of early marriage of women is still culturally rooted in Nepal, such that although the legal age of marriage is 20 years, about 16% of women will already have birthed children before the age of 20. Shining a light on these issues, let us acknowledge the need for continued advocacy and action to address the issue of gender inequality and decide how we can in fact contribute towards gender equity instead. This year, International Women's Day is being celebrated under the theme Digit All, Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality. The focus this year is on issues like the underrepresentation of women in fields of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and to explore ways for transformative education so that we can increase women's participation in the field of digital technology. The focus is also to address the rising issue of online gender-based violence faced by women, which could be one of the factors leading to the gap in the digital access when it comes to girls and women, and thus ultimately achieving a digitally equitable future. The annual celebration of International Women's Day serves to remind us that women's rights are human rights. Let us reflect on the progress that has been made in the fight for gender equality and also acknowledge the many challenges that women face, and let's discuss on ways to mitigate them. So let us take this day as an opportunity to recognize and celebrate the incredible contributions of women to society and commit to doing our part to create a more equitable and just world for all. I take your leave, wishing you all a very happy International Women's Day 2023.